It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Let go.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Well, with the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Stroud sets up the play action. And that one too wide and incomplete. The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now a 3rd and 6. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
3rd and 6. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. They got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's Stroud. steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Takedown. 60 yards. And the Texans have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
It's good set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
On one, ready?
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
11 MT, take.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Stop.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Bengals 14, Texans 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving it. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there on third down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover.
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Jacob. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
Here we go.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the tech. first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Short throw to Smith. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
A 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
at the 49-yard line.
On the ready. Go street. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bengals 34, Texans 10. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready, ready.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stroud. He's got this one to Hutchinson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
On 1.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is 2nd and 8.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Cincinnati.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Chase will go in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On 1, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Gun.
Now Burrow going to change things up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Come on.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Gets through and now an opening. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Texans 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.